Jags get set to match up with the Houston Texans. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Watson on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Here we go.
Here's the rookie from Texas, Deontay Foreman. And his first carry, he loses the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Gun, Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And now look at him go. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it it away because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
and he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And now out comes Houston as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where you always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Second down following the run. They run again with Foreman, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. From the gun, here's Watson. The catch made by Miller. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. A shotgun snap for Watson. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. On second down, here's Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Bortles to throw on second down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Whitney merciless. From his outside linebacker spot, he comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. On second down, here's Bortles. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
On third and long, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. We remind you that coming up later tonight, this is going to be a good one. The Cowboys and the Raiders going at it in the East Bay.
Oh, that's old school right there.
Yeah, old school indeed. Then Monday night, another good late season matchup. The Falcons and the Buccaneers from Tampa to wrap up Week 15. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an alley to run. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now. But later, when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Green 90. Green 90.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Fournette on the counter, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through.
Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
After the run, Watson going to throw. That's caught. Fedorowicz. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Watson on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. 56 to the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Okay, dog.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Completes it to Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
But he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Again, it's Fournette. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that. And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing now is Bortles. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. The Jaguars on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw on second is Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first down, it's Watson. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 22. Now a play fake here on first down. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll go with Foreman. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Let's go.
Here's Watson now on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go play action here on first down. Looking long for Westbrook. It's caught inside the 25. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Bortles. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Brad Nortman now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Looking to throw on second down. Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He got 29 yards that time. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Watson hands this to Foreman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down and 4. The slot man in motion right. Again, it's Foreman. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Play clock winding down. Now Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, Watson. And finding Fedorowicz. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 6 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Again, it's Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks. And, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Bortles to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Here's a give to Fournette. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Bortles going to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Now Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Second down, here's Watson. Now he's forced out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go!
A shotgun snap for Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On 1st down, Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Watson to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Malik Jackson in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
To throw is Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Hopkins. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Now Foreman. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And this is off the left upright, but he banks it through. How about that one? Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now the return, Rashad Green. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Now Watson looking to throw on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Come on, let's go.
Watson on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 1-0. Ohio.
Time running out here on the play clock. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Miles Jack in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. He's back to throw. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Fresh set of downs here. A handoff to Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll run it again with Fournette. Fournette fighting through. There he goes right side. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them to spend it with me, long for them trying to Block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Gonna need something special here on third and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Here we go. What? None. Black round. Ohio.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Calais Campbell in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the